She stood frozen, her shirt clenched in the hands of a boy twice her size, his face twisted in cruel amusement. The other kids laughed, their voices echoing off the concrete walls of the schoolyard. But they had no idea what was about to happen, no clue that the quiet girl they tormented had once been trained by a former world champion in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Because at that moment, she snapped and someone's arm was never the same again. Maya Torres wasn't the kind of girl people noticed. At 14, she moved like a whisper, spoke like a breeze, and avoided confrontation like it was her religion. Her long, dark hair was always tied back, her glasses always slipping down her nose, and her hoodie sleeves always stretched over her palms. She carried pain, not the kind that leaves bruises on the skin, but the kind that hollows out your chest and makes you question if the world has any good left in it. 3 years ago, her father, a soldier turned martial arts coach, died in a car accident while coming home from returnment. That night, Maya made a silent promise she'd never fight again. But middle school didn't honor silent promises. Especially not the ones made by quiet girls with broken eyes. She transferred to Oakwood Middle in the middle of the school year, hoping for a fresh start. But she quickly became the favorite target of the most vicious trio on campus, Derek, Zach, and Lisa. Derek was the ringleader. Big for his age. Loud. Entitled. The kind of boy who bullied others to feel important. Zach was his shadow, always snickering behind him, recording every prank and shove for views online. And Lisa, well, she had her own pain but masked it with venom. Together, they made recess a nightmare. They started small, accidentally tripping her, mocking her glasses, flipping her lunch tray. Maya kept her head down. She never retaliated. Never even told a teacher. She didn't want to cause waves. Didn't want to fight. She just wanted to survive. But pain doesn't stay silent forever. It was a Friday afternoon. The sun was hot overhead, and the air buzzed with teenage noise. Maya was sitting alone under the old tree near the corner of the yard, reading. She always sat there. Away from everyone. Hidden in the shadows. Derek noticed. He sauntered over, Lisa and Zach trailing behind like hyenas. "Hey, bookworm," Derek grinned. "Still pretending to be invisible?" Maya didn't answer. She kept her eyes on the page, though her heart started racing. Derek stepped closer. "You think you're better than us, huh? Sitting here all high and mighty like a little princess." Then it happened. In one cruel motion, Derek reached forward and yanked her top collar, hard. The fabric stretched with a sickening rip, sliding off her shoulder. Her chest was exposed enough for the crowd around them to gasp. Phones came out. Laughter exploded. Something inside Maya shattered. Not just from the embarrassment. Not just from the humiliation. But from something deeper. Something primal. Her father's voice echoed in her memory. "Never pick a fight, Maya. But if someone touches you without respect, you finish it." She stood up. Silence dropped like a bomb. Even Derek looked surprised. "Let go," she said quietly, her voice calm, but ice cold. Derek laughed. "What are you gonna do, nerd?" The moment his hand reached again, she moved. With the speed of a cobra and the precision of a surgeon, she twisted Derek's arm around, locked it behind his back, and with a swift step forward, snap, his elbow gave a sickening crack. He howled in agony, dropping to the ground. Zach lunged, but she ducked, hooked his leg, and sent him crashing face-first into the pavement. Lisa screamed and tried to slap her, only for Maya to block, spin her into a headlock, and hold her in place. It was over in 20 seconds. But for the rest of the school, time stopped. Teachers came running. Kids dropped their phones. And Maya, she simply stepped back, ice calm, shirt torn, but standing tall for the first time. They took Derek to the nurse's office. He had a dislocated elbow and a broken pride. Maya was taken to the principal's office. She expected suspension. Maybe even expulsion. Instead, she found the unexpected respect. The footage from Zach's phone had gone viral in minutes. But not for the reasons they hoped. Instead of mocking Maya, the internet rallied around her. She became the girl who stood up, who fought back, who ended the cruelty with her own hands. But behind the screen, in the quiet of the office, Maya broke down. Not because of fear, but because it all came back, the memory of her father. The smell of the gym mats. The sound of claps when she'd won gold as a child. She had buried that version of herself under grief. But in standing up for herself, she had unearthed it again. The principal didn't punish her. Instead, he asked if she'd consider teaching self-defense classes for girls during lunch break. She hesitated, but then nodded. Weeks passed. Derek returned, arm in a sling and ego deflated. He never looked at her again. Lisa apologized quietly. Zach deleted his entire social media account. But Maya? She changed. Every day at lunch, 10 girls gathered on the grass, learning how to break free from holds, how to fall without injury, how to defend their space. And Maya, once silent and small, became the protector she never had for herself. One afternoon, a girl named Sam, just 12, stayed behind after class. "Thanks for teaching us," she whispered. "I used to be scared. But not anymore." Maya smiled, the kind of smile her father would have been proud of. By the end of the year, Maya wasn't just known. She was respected. Not because she could fight, but because she chose when to. Because she stood up not just for herself, but for everyone who couldn't. She learned that strength wasn't about breaking arms. It was about healing hearts, including her own. If this story moved you, please leave a comment below and share your thoughts. Have you ever seen or experienced bullying? What would you have done in Maya's place? We want to hear your voice. Green Circle, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more powerful true stories every week. Loudspeaker, subscribe to our channel, be kind always. Because kindness is strength. And silence is not the answer.